I'm finna talk to you something. This is like one of the most elephants in the closet. That people like to keep a lot of big, huge things and ignore them. You know, it's a look. I'm more discovering how much lust is. How much lust can make people so ignorant to, reality of ignoring bad things and ignoring things that, that are legitimate, to understanding that why, if things are not going good in your life, saying this is the reason, or things are going good in your life and this is the reason. And the thing is, we love to make choices. People love to make choices to choose certain things. And when we choose it, oh, it's because we choose it. It's right. Yeah, because we chose it. But the topic of this message is talking about the reality of blame it on your choice. Yeah, blame it on your choices. Now, because I see, I'm tired of the saga. It's just a saga with a lot of human people, period, and point blank, that something bad happens. No, let's start the beginning of the story. It's like once upon a time, there was, this situation that, you looked at this situation and you had to choose whether to want this or want that, or want him or want her. And you had to choose you had to choose. And you're like, and some of y'all observe this, good, and some of y'all observe this bad. And okay, what place? And someone some people carefully observe it, and most people don't carefully observe it. And they, of course, in the kingdom of God is just two ideal systems, one that is leaned towards the system of the spirit that is all about putting you in a better position, or one leaning upon the flesh and all about putting you in a really bad position that things end up worse. And you make a choice. Which one do I choose? You, or this or that? So we make a choice. And all of a sudden, you make this choice, and some make that choice. I call it the now later's candy choice, the now later's candy, but I'm using the name of now later's. You choose the now choice, and most of the time now choice is the flesh choice. What's going to make me feel happy right now? You know what I'm saying? I choose this that's going to make me feel happy right now, and that's wonderful to me right now, and that I can see right now, that I'm going to enjoy right now. That, that you perceived, and you choose this or that, or him or her. And, it's like, right now, everything's going wonderful. Day to day, things are getting nice there. Everything's wonderful and something cool. Until all of a sudden, disaster strike. Or a bad situation occurs. And it's like, whoa, what happened? We like, whoa, what? We're shocked that something bad happened concerning our choice. Whoa, wow, something bad happened. You did this, you did that, this thing broke down, or this thing, somebody stole this thing, or something bad happened to this thing or this person. Yeah. Oh, that can't happen. That's not possible because, I know how to make the right choice, and it happened. I can't believe something bad happened, and it's like, uh-oh, who do I blame? You know what I'm saying? Should I blame the thing or should I blame the person? Who should I blame here? Or is there another person that you might want to blame that you're not going to probably try to see that you should blame this other person? No, 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 no. No, no. I'm, God, let me show you, breeze through this real quick, first Adam and second Adam. First Adam did something wrong and blamed Eve. First Adam, that's the first Adam. The second Adam took the sin and took the blame. You know what I'm saying? He said, I did it, even though I really didn't do it, but Adam did it, but now I did it. And he took the blame, and he got punished for the blame. You know what I'm saying? Of what Adam did. You know what I'm saying? So it's safe to say that when, Adam was born, God blew his breath in him, and God's spirit radiate in through Adam, that he was, created with God's spirit inside him. But when he ate the fruit, the spirit slowly but surely diminished from him. And, and of course, Adam and Eve see themselves naked, and now they're of the flesh. And now, when they're of the flesh, they're blaming the flesh. They blame Eve fault. You know what I'm saying? Serpent fault. Eve blamed the serpent. But now, Jesus is in the flesh, and he's, God in the flesh. But now he's saying, okay, I'm going to put on this sin, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to take the blame and get punished for the blame. And, and all of a sudden, through that punishment of being blamed and put on the cross and get buried in a tomb, God raises him up from the dead, and now he's operating in the power of this spirit. He's, shining bright in, in the tomb. And now, is it safe to say that, people that, in the flesh, that operates according to the flesh, loves to blame people? Yeah, they blamers. They play. They are experts at the blame game. Is this person fault? Is that person fault? Is that person fault? Is this person fault? And this person fault? You know what I'm saying? They're experts at the blame game. But when you operate according to the Spirit, and understand in the Spirit that I am a sinner in sin. I made the mistakes. Sin is in me. And Lord, could you save me from what I am, so I can become a better person? You know what I'm saying? When you looking at that in the logistics, and you start, understand it's all about being a better person and not better than another person. That's the religious way. I call religious, being, spirit, acting like they're spiritual, but you're still in the flesh. Yeah. Trying to be a better person. Now watch this. Something bad happened. Boom. Something bad happened. The flesh person gonna blame. But the spirit person is gonna say, is there anything? King David, he was an expert. If you read all, his songs, say, Lord, is anything inside me in my heart that, that may have caused or did something wrong, Lord? Do something, examine my heart, do something inside me to correct what's inside me so I can become a better person, that I can be an example like Jesus was, to show forth an example to others, that, to help be a positive example of pretty much what you're supposed to be, and don't be what not supposed to be. You know, we're supposed to, okay, I accept the blame. If I made a mistake, I made a mistake. King David, of course, he made a mistake. He, took the soldier Uzzah's wife, Bathsheba, committed adultery, put more, put him in, in the hottest battles and got him murdered, and in that David repented. He turned away from that wrongful act. You know what I'm saying? He repented. And the thing is, the objective of, when we may have caused something that, we may have been a part of something, that bad thing that happened or occur in something situation, somehow, shape, or form, we be like, Lord, I'm sorry for what, if I may cause this situation or did not understand what I did or said something that I didn't mean to say to this situation. May have did something. Lord, could you correct me or help me to do, here we go again, better. The focus, the objective is all about coming to do better, to decrease and increase, to become a better Christian, that I can become a better example to help people see, hey, guess what? You should strive towards to do something and get Christ in your life to help you become a better person, and encourage them to say, if he can do it for me, he can do it for you. And that's supposed to be the whole objective in, really in Christianity. But it's not being better than. Of course, in, Romans 12:2 talks about we're not supposed to think of ourselves highly than nobody else, and we're, everybody gets a measure of faith. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to think you better than me, I'm closer than you. No, we're not supposed to think that. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be in it together, fighting the good fight of faith, fighting for the kingdom of heaven, you know what I'm saying? Fighting the enemies of darkness by shining the light, revealing and exposing what's wrong, and identifying the, enemy, Satan and his kingdom of darkness, and not fighting against flesh and blood. Yeah, Ephesians 6:12. Yeah. And that's how the whole idea of what a Christian is supposed to be objective. But if we want to play the flesh games and bam, something bad happened, this person fault, that person fault, that person fault, his person fault, this person, did me wrong in the past, this person did me wrong right now in the present, and oh yeah, they're going to do me wrong in the future, so guess what, it's this person fault, this person fault, this person fault. If we want to keep doing that, blame game, thing, instead of not blaming our choices, that we choose to do something that was negative and of course got a negative result out of it, so shocking, we can't continue thinking that we can become a better person. And and you feel like you're trying to be better than, you're not going to really excel at what you're doing, comparing yourself to somebody that is flesh. You know what I'm saying? That here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We can, we can perish. You know what I'm saying? We won't be here so long. So it's foolish to measure yourself to people that will be here today, going tomorrow. You need to measure yourself to your Creator, your forever God, your person that will live forever, that that wants you to, that desires you to do better. That should be the main focal point of, living. And truly living, and of course, like Jesus said, having life and life more abundantly. And that's supposed to be the ideal focus point. But guess what? We made choices in the flesh that produce nonsense. But we need to learn how to make choices by the Spirit that will produce a better outcome. And guess what? That later outcome is, right now you're going to go through bad things as Jesus did. You're going to go through bad persecution, betrayal, all kind of bad things. But you will achieve in the beginning. But in the blame game, you keep blaming this person, keep blaming this person, keep blaming this person. The thing is, you're going to start wrestling against flesh, and you're not going to accomplish anything in life and fulfill no purpose. All right, that's the message. I hope you got it. Stop the blame game, and stop blaming your choices. God be the glory here for his name, man.